Peace all. Welcome to Divine Love Mystic Rose. And I'm here today to do a love reading, a love of all sorts, love for self, unconditional love for others, love for things, love. Okay. We have a conjunction with Venus and Mars in Leo this week on the 13th of July. So I wanted to get some energies in regards to that. And we have Paul the Venetian with us today. It's a pick a card. You can pick from four different love hearts. There's the purple one with the number 11, the pink one with number 6, the green one with number 8, and the red one with number 3. So pick whichever heart you like or whichever number resonates. And if the number and the heart do not correlate, then of course you can pick more than one. Okay, so I'm going to start and give you more information about each color, each number, each energy, and the cards, of course, as we decipher them or as we reveal them. Right, so I'm going to pause, get myself together, put the cards out, and I should convene. And you, of course, can pause and pick which number or color or both resonates most. Hi there, Purple 11. So the purple heart represents divine love, okay? The omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, everything love, okay? Love for the high, the low, everything that goes round, okay? And the number 11 also represents your higher self connection, understanding your higher self connection, so you understand how to relate in the mundane plane. Okay, and this conjunction with Venus and Mars is an interesting one because you know that Venus and Mars represents the yin and the yang realms, but both of them at the ascended level is an integrated being, has both and or works both with the yin and yang realm. So with Venus, it's all about the things that you love, be it people, situation, or things. Excuse me, and at its highest level, it knows that spirit is first and matter is after, and how we can balance both, right? And then likewise, Mars also integrated being, but overall energy of Mars is about power, it's about chi, force, energy, zeal to go for whatever it wants to go for. And at its highest level, again, it goes for what it wants, what is for its highest good, as well as what is good for all, where maybe in its lower level will be not always going for the highest good or only going for themselves. Okay, and again, number 11 is that master number, master intuitive. Again, it kind of works with your first eye chakra, your intuition, your inner knowing, your higher self being connection. And you know, your higher self is that part of you that is most or closest connected to soul. Because you know, we have our soul and we have our spirit and we have other energies around that we also can ebb and flow in and out of. So let's see what cards we have. The Six of Cups from Tarot. Prosperity begins. I don't know how to say this. Dumortierite. It's a 7 vibration. It's the soul energy, and it's this Asana pose. Okay, we'll read more about it. It's definitely the sacral chakra. Can we see all the cards? Make sure. Okay, and then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. A few of these came out. I was only really trying to get one of each oracle, but a few of the romance decks came out for this purple batch. So forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Can we still see the cards? Okay, just making sure because I got a new setup right here. You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay, and the unicorns want you to know you are a healer, and you have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Okay, and the message I have for you from Paul the Venetian is Love is coming. Love is coming. Okay, Purple Heart number 11. Giving and receiving love. Prosperity begins. Demotorize. Let me read a little about this gem here. 25. Yeah, you know what? I just pulled up the book and Sodalite came. Is the first page I got to. And Sodalite kind of remind me of this one too. Sodalite is helps you with your intuition as well. Okay. Helps you calm your mind and understand your thoughts clearer. But let's look at 25. That's okay. So the element is fire. The astrology is sun, and it is the sacral chakra. And the asana position is called the salamba, which is the candle pose, and it benefits its benefits are it stretches the shoulders and neck and relaxes the mind. This is one of the poses I used to do when I was young before I even knew anything about yoga, which is a great one. It just feels so nice, and it helps you, get the blood flowing all the way down. And that's one thing that we all need to work on, making sure we oxygenate our whole body by, doing breathing exercises, like long, deep breaths, long, deep and slow breaths in and out, right? Okay, the message is, this is a moment of great equilibrium, balance, where you have the sensation of having complete control over your life. Desires and needs are perfectly balanced. Likes and obligations are harmoniously collaborating. We move through life with courage and optimism, and others see us as a reference point, as someone to use as an example. Okay. Ideas for meditation is that do more to your right helps to fine-tune self-discipline. When we do something, do we always give it our best? Do we complete assignments or do we leave them halfway? Are we concentrated? Okay, the powers of do more to your right aids in contacting the more vital parts of ourselves and is an optimal activator of energy and joy for those with timid or melancholy temperaments. As I read, balance and just being ready came to mind, because the message from Paul the Venetian was love is coming, and love only really comes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can usher it in a bit, I don't want to say harshly, but before it's time, and that usually will become a kind of love that is karmic in nature. Those ones that have some hard lessons to learn because you kind of yielded before it's time. But from Paul the Venetian, I'm picking up that love is coming because you are now ready. And as it read, this card, this crystal, do more to your right, is like almost like an exemplary of self. When you are at your best, when you've done your innate working, when you've done your healing, okay, your mending preferably, that's when prosperity begins. You are able to give and take willingly. Like, sometimes you can be more of a giver, you can be more of a taker. When you can be balanced is the best way, when you're willing to give as much as you're willing to take. Okay. And staying optimistic about your love life, because you could be, I'm picking up that you may be had been working on yourself for some time. You're happy with yourself, you're doing the things that you feel you need to do, you've been guided to do, and now it's like you're waiting. You're like, okay, so yeah, like, when is it coming, right? And forgiving and learning is a key theme I see. And remember, before we get to that card, remembering alongside you waiting, remembering that you do deserve love. So it is coming, and you remember, you deserve the best. Okay, you deserve the best, so you shall get the best. Keep working on connecting with yourself, understanding yourself. Prosperity will come as you are balanced, as you have mended and healed. And one of the things that you may still need to kind of tweak, and not so much that you haven't been working on this, but more so that it needs to be like, you need to realize that it was necessary for you to forgive and learn as part of your healing work. And I just picked up something to do with family, forgiving and learning, forgiving the trespasses of family ties and learning from it is a major theme. And once you can realize that, okay, yeah, family is family, and in society, family has a big Consensus. I don't want to say consensus has a big uh, titles. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousins, and all that. They mean something, right? And they do. They come as a part of our soul family to help us learn and grow. Okay, but it's not always supposed to be for all your life. Definitely a major part of your life, and it's okay to let them go. They come as our biggest lessons, actually, for us to learn to release and forgive and learn. Okay, to some lucky ones, we can stay with them for life, and they help us and elevate us. And so for others, we have to let them go because they depreciate us. Okay, figure out what and who is what in your life and deal with it accordingly. And never feel no way to let go for your highest good, for your betterment. Anything else? Yes, remember that love is coming. You have been working on yourself. Your I want to say your money's coming up. Not just your money, but the material realm. Things in the material realm is coming through. Okay. Once you see that kind of pour in, the next thing you know, your new love is coming. Your new love is coming. And sometimes it's not just about a person per se, but it's things. It could be a love for a new career, or a love for a greater love and understanding for your family, for maybe your immediate family, or just life, nature, your path, your purpose. Okay? And you deserve this love. It's warranted. It's due. I had Purple 11. Give thanks. Welcome, Pink 6. Pink Love Heart, numero 6. So, I mentioned in the first one that the love, the Venus and Mars conjunction is all about that integration of the yin and yang in its highest aspect, in its ascended form, knowing that whatever happens in the spirit is what materializes in the matter. And with Venus, it's all about the things you love, the people, situations. And Mars is all about how you move with things, where you go for, where you put your energy and charge towards. Okay, and at its highest level, Mars-wise, is always for the greatest good of this higher self and the good of all. And at its lowest self is either not always going for it all, full throttle, or just doing for self. And with Venus, it's about integrating the yin and yang, knowing that things materialize best once you work it in the spirit first. Okay, and in its lowest form will be working spirit in a non-conducive way to get things materially, or only working for the material, thinking that it's just gonna be right. Okay, and the number 6 energy is actually a Venus energy. It's all about domestic bliss, balance of personal and business, and harmony, and materialism. So, and again, materialism comes from how you can best sustain your material is once you work with the yin first, realize, is the material that I'm sorting after really for my highest good? Is it really what I want? Is it what I need? Okay. And then manifesting that into fruition, putting the work in the spirit, maybe writing things down, doing some spell work, spellcraft. And remember, when here at Divine Love Mystic Rose, we know magic, but we don't use it to plague or to will others, only for ourselves, to will what we want, what we need, for the highest good of us and all, and never to do it in a way where you're manipulating or misconstruing or constructing things to happen to other people, but to do it for self, for your highest good. Okay, because naturally we all magic, we are miracles, right? And miracles begets more miracles, right? So I intended to just get one oracle card and tarot card for each, but more came out, so we'll see what the messages say. We have Queen of Cups, uh, the Three of Cups, the Death, and the Five of Coins. With, so you know, I knew this card was coming. A smoky quartz. I kind of just saw it in my first eye. Engagement with patience and planning. Beloved. Can we see them all? Good. And intention. Okay. And we have a message from Paul the Venetian for you. And that is, love is all things. Love is all things. Paul the Venetian wants you to know. All things mean all things. The yin and the yang, the high and the low, the left and the right, the good, bad, and indifferent. Okay? And I kind of see this here in the mix. Because you got, you know, the Queen of Cups, which is can be very very intuitive, but also can be very manipulative with the feelings, emotions, can feel bad and want everybody else to feel bad, or can be very heightened in this, can feel everybody's feelings, which also can be a good or a bad thing, you know, depending on how you yield it. When we have the Three of Cups, which can be a high vibration or low vibration, as all things. You say all things. All things. Love is all things. Because in the dark, you can also get inclination as to where to go to in your light. And today, the overall energy is well numerologically. Today is the 12th of July. It's an 8 vibration day. And 8 is all about your power, your understanding of your infinite cycle, inner knowing, the yin and the yang, the high and the low, all the cycles you've been through, okay? And of course, we've all been through the cycle at least once. And we have a death, transformation, again, another 8 vibration, Scorpio energy. The need to transform and transmute things that's no longer serving you, okay? So you can get to that bliss, right? And then we have the Five of Cups. To get to that bliss means you have to change your mindset, change your feelings towards what you are lacking, what you feel is a lack. And we have here your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment with beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. If you're in a relationship right now, then we are moving through to a different stage and phase in your relationship. You're becoming closer, you're becoming wiser, you're becoming more attuned, more connected, more in a standing of where and why this relationship is going. Does that make sense? Where it's going and why it's going, where it's going. Okay? You've had to be patient in this love situation. Okay? There's been, you know, maybe third parties, but there's been really good times too. And you've been patient and you've been working at Smoky Quartz 18, which is a 9 vibration. This is the Asana pose. This, I'm trying to figure out what this is. I'm not sure if it's Virgo, but that looks different. And let me find out what sigil that is. Sigil, it's not really a sigil, it's a symbol, but let's see. Oh, Virgo. Yeah, you know, I was thinking that, but I wasn't sure because that looks a little bit different to the usual Virgo sign I see. Okay, Smoky Quartz talks about sometimes going through things and having a sometimes seeing things before the collective can see it. Okay, preparing yourself for things that may not be readily acceptable in the present, but with time, evolution, growth, it'll be like, you know, whatever. It reminds me of this thing that I always think about, that, you know, there was a time where ankle swingers was a reason for contention for school children. There was a time where push bikes was not a thing. Like people around, you don't have a car, you have a bike. I'm not, because, you know what I mean? But riding bikes is a thing now. Do you know what I mean? And having your trousers swinging from your ankles is a thing now. No socks is a thing now. You know, people used to be well like, you know, how can you not wear socks with shoes? And that's the new in thing. You know, so that's more the reason for us not to ever really be too focused on what society is telling you should and shouldn't do. Do what's comfortable for you. Do what is in your means. Right? 18 is that 9 vibration, that rebirth as well. Again, with the transformation, transmuting, dead in the old, so you can come into the new, renewed. And this is sauna part, sauna pole. Let's read a little bit more on this one. So smoky quartz, the element is earth, the astrology is Virgo, and the sauna is the camel pose, and it benefits that extends the anterior part of the body, which improves your posture, standing upright, standing in your power. Okay, that number 8 vibration again. The message is dreams are carriers of symbols and messages, and the time has come to realize this and to meet the more secret and subconscious part of ourselves. A process of liberating emancipation is happening in our lives, and it begins from the power of dreams and from the creative force. Yes, as Paul the Venetian says, love is all things, meaning the yin and the yang realms. That's the subconscious and the conscious realms. Okay, your sleep life, or your resting state and your awake state. Okay, and even as I read the passage, it reminded me of this, your evolution, you're becoming more connected again, as I was saying, and probably more psychically connected, psychically aware of your beloved partner. And you know what, if I'm getting a sense that you may not actually be with somebody, but you have been having telepathic communication with somebody, and that is that somebody that is coming through, maybe not coming through in the physical as yet, but definitely becoming more aware of it or them in the spiritual realm, in how you feel. Okay, this Queen of Cups is showing out right now the feelings. So you may be feeling a bit lonely, but you've got the feeling of love. You have your psychic connection that's talking to you on a regular basis, telling you like, you know, you're doing really good, well done. That is it. You know, you get those little cues sometimes, and you know, sometimes if you're connected to your twin flame, if you are a twin flame, then your higher self is connected to that energy. So sometimes the message that you get from your higher self is your twin flame messages. Okay, let's continue reading with this one. Okay, ideas for meditation is smoky quartz stimulates the imagination and meditation on dreams. Ask yourself, are we connected? Are we in contact with our subconscious? What messages does the night bring? Are we capable of dealing with the mystery of our soul? The one way to know is to write down your dreams. Write down your dreams, get a dream journal, and write down what is coming up. And after you've woken up, ask yourself, what was that about? Talk to your guides about it. Even if you can only remember snippets, just the fact that you remember something and you're questioning it is enough for you to get more clues when the time is right. I remember your subconscious, you might not be conscious of it, but your subconscious has written it all down, or has got it all packed, and will be ready to unpack it as you continue. Right? Set intentions. The intention says be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. This card I love, because last time I was trying, I don't know who's it was one of the zodiac signs and got this card, and I was trying to remember, I was trying to get this word, and the word that I was looking for was actually majestic. Okay, the wings just show how if you set your mind to something, you can reach high heights, you know, higher heights, definitely. And this is mystic, this is mysterious, this is majestic. If you set your intentions, you can yield and will all sorts, and you will even surprise yourself, definitely others, but yourself. And that's what counts, you know, with patience and planning. Okay, take your time as you've been doing so, and plan. What is it that you really want? We got another, this number 7 here. Reflection. Checking your spirit. No? So again, pink and 6. Love is all things. yin and yang, being by yourself and being with another, transmuting, transforming, changing stuff up, being the forerunner. Okay, and if I didn't mention, but the pink energy is about unconditional love. Love for self, love for all things. Again, love is all things. And your divine partner is connected to you, whether they are physically or not. They are connected to you. And you are just being asked to be patient and work on yourself. Keep loving yourself. Keep enjoying yourself. Set the intention for bliss and harmony in your world. And it shall come. Okay, thanks. Have a good one. Peace. Peace. For those of you who chose green and 8. Again, I mentioned in the last 2 readings, I should have done it at the introduction, but Venus and Mars represent the yin and yang realms, right? Mars being more in the material realm and yin and yang, and Venus being more in the spiritual realm and it's yin, right? And that representing the spirit world and the material world, or the physical world. And at its highest ascended aspect, both are integrated, are both yin and yang. But in the mundane, Venus is all about love, love for self, love for things, love for others, love for business, love for pleasure, love for home, right? And Mars is all about going to get things going forward, going forthright, zeal, passion, action, for self. Again, and at its highest level, Mars goes for things that is of its highest good and for the highest good of all. And its lower level goes for things, maybe doesn't go for things to its full potential and doesn't always go for the highest of things. Okay, and Venus, on the other hand, at its highest level, is integrated. It goes for the things it's loved through understanding the spirit of it, and then materializing it or understanding the material reasons for it being or manifesting. And at its lowest level, it doesn't look for the spirit first. It just kind of wants to materialize things in the earthly realm and just wants a lot of things and doesn't really understand where it's coming from and why it's come. Okay, so it's very important to balance. And we have the number 8 energy here, which is actually today's vibration for this day, the 12th of July. And the 8 is all about your power, your abundance, your lessons, your cycles, okay, your ancestors, the reasons you incarnate, the lessons that you have here, your karma in this life, as well as your dharma. And yes, you're understanding your abundance and how you can bring things into fruition. What is your business? What is your purpose here in life? It's also very much affiliated to Saturn. So this power, you should, if you did pick this power, you should definitely have a look at the video I last posted, which was the Saturn return message. I think everybody should look at it, but unfortunately the quality wasn't so great. The sound is good, I'm sure you can hear me, but it's kind of dark. But if you tune into the message, it's quite a potent one. Yeah, so if you are so inclined to do check that out. Okay, and we have the green hue, and the green love heart represents love for self. Okay, that taking care of yourself. Again, it's a Venus energy as well, Venus vibrating color. Self-love, self-initiation, self-understanding, self-care. And the message that you have from Paul the Venetian is self-aware is love. Okay, being aware of who you are is love. The good, the bad, and the indifferent of you is love. Okay, understanding yourself, knowing thyself is love. Okay, let's have a look at the cards you have. We have the 5 of Wands with a citrine quartz. Interesting. This could be the one. Firm foundation, number 4. and discernment. Interesting stuff. Well, these two were interesting to me because the five is conflict. See, the 501 is conflict in the spirit realm. Okay, conflict even with what you're passionate about. And this reminds me of the message I was just speaking on, that self-aware is love, from Paul the Venetian, and that number 8 energy as well. And the citrine alongside it is abundance. Okay, 23 is 5 as well. And this is Pluto, and Pluto is that need for, is that Pluto? Let me make sure. She's not Pluto, is it? I think it's Uranus, or is it Neptune? One of the two. Let me have a look. It is Neptune, yes. Neptune is that that deep-seated inner standing, inner knowing. Okay, let's move through it. Conflicting your passions and your actions from outside of you, or even internally as well, in regards to your abundance, what you want to bring into fruition. Okay, this could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek, and you have discernment. All is not what it seems. All is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret, and you have firm foundation, which is the half of the 8. So for you to build on understanding your cycles, why you've come, you have to build a firm foundation. What you need in right now is to ground yourself, okay, in self, understanding why you have conflict inside of yourself and outside of yourself. And you learn this by taking time to realize what is abundant in your life, what you have a lot of, what you want to bring into your life. And that will help you understand where the conflict is coming from, and why you need to ground yourself in the situation, or find the foundation of it, or why it arose, okay? And how you can make it powerful for you. This could be the one and discernment kind of sticking together to me. Who you think may be the one, you may not be right on the ball. Okay. Self-aware is love. Are you aware that maybe you may even be wanting something or somebody that causes conflict in your life, that is actually part of your lesson, not your blessing? You have to take time to discern why you feel passionate about things that don't really serve you. I'm going to read a little bit on citrine here. Citrine is the element of air. The astrology is Neptune. And do you see the Sana pose there? Can you see it? Hold on. Sorry. Right? Okay. And this asana benefits you by invigorating the abdominal organs. It helps opening up the shoulders and the chest. Okay, a message is a new force has entered into our lives. This is the force of creativity that makes everything lighter and more colorful. Our thoughts are now clear and calm, and we know how to elaborate and express what we wish to say. We know how to find solutions without being influenced by negative emotions. The state of peace that we find ourselves in is the prelude to a profound evolution. Yes, wherever you find conflict, you have the power to bring in peace. Okay, where you found conflict in who you were with before and who you thought was the one, now you are being more discerning and realizing, oh, actually that brought me strife, that brought me more lessons, that brought me lessons. Okay, lessons are not bad things. It helps you move, it helps you receive some blessings once you understand them, right? Okay, so as you move forward from conflict and from love situations that wasn't for your highest good, you now move with discernment, more discernment in your world. And you're looking at things from not just the second and the third eye, but the first eye. Staying connected to your divine light, your divine guides. Okay? Before you move fervently anywhere, you take time. Ideas for meditation. A citrine quartz helps us to express ourselves better. Do we manage to express in words exactly what we are feeling? Do we let the dream enter into our lives? Are we happy with the presence of others? Okay. And the powers of citrine quartz helps in the resolution of problems and renders us empathetic and well thought of. It is adapted to situations where we must meditate between more than one position. Yeah. You know, this could all be phases of you conflicting each other, trying to figure out what needs change. What do you need to release and let go of to relax yourself more, to be more in your zen, to be more in your peace, to be more in your power, to bring more self-love. Self-aware is love. Self-aware is love, number 8. I hope this helps you. Remember, to build a strong foundation, you have to be aware of who you are, why you are, and what you are to be, and how you can best be that. Taking time to discern, really realizing that you are the one, you are the first one that you need to check for. And anything and everything else around you is for you to gain insight of you. What you want, what you don't want, what you will accept, what you won't accept. You know, take time to love yourself more than anything else. Because only you can fulfill your purpose. Only you can bring in your abundance. And only you can stop your abundance, and it's only you that keep yourself stuck. At least at the initial stage. Then if you keep lessening your power, lessening the love for self, lessening the awareness of yourself, then other people then can cripple you. Okay, and at times those are parts of our lessons for us to, find the power, find the strength to be able to, break out of the shackles and move on up. So do what you have to do. Peace and love. Peace to those who chose the red heart with number 3. Before I start, the conjunction with Venus and Mars, it helps us understand our yin and yang selves. We know that Venus represents the yin realm and Mars represents the masculine realm or the yang realm, right? Yin being feminine, and feminine and yin being spirit, and yang and masculine being matter or material, physical. And the conjunction of the two represents us coming in together, integrating ourselves, understanding our higher self. And it being in Leo is all about understanding our reasons for being, our purpose, As I was saying in the last 3, I was going to suggest that you go back to at least the first one to hear that little introduction bit that I missed out in the introduction that I've given to all the other introductions. But, once you've done a few of these, you kind of, it should be easier. But then it becomes a bit tiring and you may miss some bits and bobs and add a little extra. So, but let me try again. Hey, so the Venus represents self, love for things, situations, business, pleasures, love, love, family, and attributing to all things that it loves. Give me a second, I need to close this door. And Mars representing the chi, power, going for it, forthrightedness, energy. And Venus at its highest vibrating at ascended level, it is integrated. It knows that to be able to really concrete things in the material realm, or to get the best in the material realm, she has to work the yin realm first. And where Mars is like, is all about, I want to get it, I can get it, I can do it, I want to do this, I have the power, I have the force, I have the chi, I have the energy. And sometimes for its highest ascended aspect, it will always go for what's high or of its highest good and for the highest good of all else. Where in its lower vibration, it will go for, it may not actually go for its highest good, may just go for the mundane stuff, or may not put full energy, full throttle into whatever it is doing, or even complete it, which is typical of that Aries energy, which is ruled or governed by Mars. And Venus, on the other hand, on its lower aspect, is where she doesn't always look at the spirit first and matter after. May want to bring things in the material realm, may want all the lavish things, all the loves, all the things, all the people situation, but really doesn't understand the spirit of it and what spirit is attached to it. Okay, so it's important for us to integrate, and this conjunction and these energies that I'm pulling from will help you understand what you need to integrate and how you can, come forward in your ascended aspect. Okay, and actually this last group had the most cards pop out, because initially I just wanted to take like maybe one, or sometimes it goes just more than one comes out, but these a lot came out. I had to shuffle a couple of times asking, is this really all that you want me to read all of these cards? And some of them went back and some of them went forward, but here we are, and we'll see what comes up now. We still have quite a few cards. So okay, let's talk about these colors. The red representing that passion. Okay, and with the numbers, I didn't do it synchronistically. I kind of just went with the numbers vibrating for the day, and then the last deck had the green and the 6, which is Venus energy, and now you have the red and the 3, which is a Mars energy. Mars being the 3rd day of the week, which is Tuesday, and number 3 representing creativity. It also gives you the energy of Mars. Collective, connected, going for it energy. Okay, and the red is also passion, action. Mars also war, blood, all Mars affiliated stuff. So that kind of synchronicity was interesting to see. Okay, and also the red represent, I said, passionate love, lust at times, and zeal, passion. Okay, and then the 3 is represents creativity, represents nature, also represents abundance, representing the Trinity, okay, of the yin and yang coming together, integrated, okay, synergy, right? And the message that you have from Paul the Venetian is love is nature. Love is nature. What is your nature? What do you love about your nature? What do you love in nature? Okay. Let's have a look what card you have here. Rock crystal, light amethyst, past life relationships, emotional withdrawal, spiritual strength, memories of love, 2 of coins, the Empress, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is all the cards that want to come out. How can I have a space? Can I see everything? Okay, let me just move this a little. Okay. Oh, the 4 of Wands, the King of Cups. Can't see the King of Cups much, huh? Something just said he doesn't really need to be seen. We'll see about that. King of Cups and the 8 of Swords with abundance and action. Okay, interesting stuff. Okay, let's see. We have that 3 resonates coming through with the abundance and action, with the red heart as well. Memories of love, that Venus energy. We have Venus here again with the Empress, 4 of Wands. Okay, so let's talk about this. The message that just came through, that the King of Cups doesn't need to be known. What's going on? Okay, the King of Cups is a past life relationship that